welcome back to Millennial Money. This week we're taking a little bit of a break from the sports cards and we're talking stock market. Now something really interesting is happening with the S&P 500 right now. It's reaching a critical point in the price where we might see a huge sell-off or we might see it spike back up. Thankfully, we've been getting a lot of news. President Trump has been talking about reopening the country. A lot of governors are getting behind this and wanting to reopen up their states. So that's all really good signs for our economy and for our stock market. But I just want to show you guys how I do my analysis, whether we're talking stocks, whether we're talking the currency market. I'm going to show you guys a very simple glimpse. If you're a beginner and you're wanting to try to figure out like how to analyze a market, this video is definitely for you. Okay, so one of the most basic terms when we're talking about trading stocks or any type of market, we're talking support and resistance zones. If you don't know what that is, Google this, look it up. No matter what type of market you're trading, support and resistance zones are super important to understand, and it's very critical for you to be able to pick out support and resistance zones when you're doing your analysis of a market. So what I'm on right now, I'm on tradingview.com. I'm going to highlight the exact link I'm on right now so you guys can actually follow along with this if you want to. We're going into the weekend, so the market's going to be closed. The weekend is a really good time to get ready for the next week because it lets you figure out what your plan is for that coming week. Looking at the S&P 500, and I've got the candlestick charts open. Candlesticks are just these green and red lines. Pretty much the red means the sellers control the market, and the green means that the buyers control the market. So red, you're going to see, if you see a lot of red, the market's going to go down. If you see a lot of green, the market's going to go up. But I just want you to pay attention here to this right here, the 2874 area. This is actually where the market is right now. And I say this is very critical because we have actually reached a resistance zone with the S&P 500. And I want to show you how I'm able to kind of figure this out. So pretty much February the 28th, it hit this area and then bounced back up. This at one point was it called a support zone. When price was selling off, the S&P 500 hit this area and then tried to recover. It tried to support itself and come back up. Unfortunately, it did not, and then it just continued to fall down. Now, since we have past this support area, it now turns into resistance. So now that we're under what used to be a support area, now we're coming back up to it and it's now a resistance zone. The markets will always try to respect a previous support or resistance zone. You'll see this over and over again, and that's why I say it's very critical for you to understand and pinpoint these support and resistance zones in your charts that you're looking at, because price will always respect these zones. How do I know this support zone was very important? Because I go further back. Let's go all the way back now to October 3rd of 2019. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And we saw that price did the exact same thing. We're going back to August 27th. We had a nice rally up, and then price started to drop a little bit, and it hit this exact same area that once was a support area, and then continued up to these crazy, amazing highs that we all saw. So, what we can tell from this was a very important zone for the S&P 500. And now we are getting to the point where price has now hit this area again. So the next coming days, the next week or so, if price can go up and pass this resistance area, or we're gonna see if this resistance area is too difficult to get across, and then if that happens, we're actually gonna see another big sell-off. I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not an expert analyst at the market. I really wish, I hope for our sake, for our economy's sake, it is able to go past this resistance zone that it's currently at right now. But it's going to be hard to tell. It's a really strong area. So we're just going to have to wait and see. This is a very, very basic thing. This is like beginner's 101 when trying to analyze and read charts. If you're watching this weekend, go Google support and resistance zones. Try to learn as much as you can. It's going to enable you to be able to read trends, read your charts better. Don't just go in right now and start selling off your stock just because I have a feeling that that the market's gonna go lower. I'm not saying any of that. This is just a very, very beginner type glance at the S&P 500 and what price is currently doing right now. Do your research, do your homework before you put any money into investing. Whether it's sports cards, whether it's a stock market, whether it's a currency market. I only like to share with you guys what I do. I want to be very transparent. This is something I really, really enjoy. I don't know why. It's just me. I just really, really enjoy doing this stuff. All right, guys, if you have questions, I'm getting a lot of good feedback in the comment section of the Millennial Money channel. Any questions, guys, I'm always here. Fire away those questions. I'll do my best to answer them. And yeah, I love the little community that's starting right now on Millennial Money. It's a lot of positivity. It's a lot of like-minded people, and I love that, guys. Fire away your questions. I'll do my very best to answer them. But that's all I've got for this video. So if you like this video, give it a like. If you want to hear more, subscribe to the channel. But that's all I've got, guys. Have a good one.